You guys are gonna think I'm full of but I literally didn't know what Grindr was. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tyson Hamlin and today I thought I would do a little story time video for you guys about my coming out story. Telling everyone that I was gay and that I liked men. I wanted this video to just be like a cute little hangout video where we're just chilling on my bed, talking about personal things, getting deep, okay? So it's just gonna be a chill video. So I figured this could help you guys get to know me a little bit better. So let's just go back to junior high. Everyone's like, you know, going through puberty. Everyone's like starting to like feel things and like everyone like gets girlfriends and blah blah blah. I personally was like, okay, well like when am I gonna start liking girls, you know? I always just felt like, okay, maybe my friends like hit puberty, they're like early or something, and like I'm like late, and so I'm gonna start liking girls later on, like it'll just come to me or something. And that that never happened, obviously. Fast forward to high school, it's the same situation. I'm like, okay, I still don't like girls, and like slowly my like attraction for guys was like growing, and I was like, did not want to admit this to myself. I'm like, maybe this is just like a weird thing, like everyone goes through this. I grew up in a very Mormon-y religious household where we were always taught that being gay was like a serious sin, find help, go to therapy, talk to your bishop, all this stuff, right? So in the church, they have this little booklet called For the Strength of Youth. It's supposed to like help the youth in the church to like make positive choices, right? And so they have this section in it about sexual purity and stuff. And I'm just gonna read you a little section from it. Also, do you guys like my pop socket? Look how cute it is. We literally read this kind of stuff every single day as a family before school. Hi mom, I love you too. Homosexual activity is a serious sin. If you find yourself struggling with same-gender attraction, seek counsel from your parents and bishop. They will help you, okay? So that really messed with my mind psychologically, and like just thinking that I had to like change myself and I couldn't be myself and still go to like this church and like being part of this religion and stuff. Fast forward to when I graduated my senior year, I decided to change my Tinder to men. I was like, hey, why not? Obviously, it was a lot more fun. I could be like, okay, like these guys are attractive. When I was like on the girl Tinder, I was like, they're like pretty, but I'm not feeling things, you know? So as soon as I switched it over to men, I was like, yes, honey. I started matching with people, talking to people. I even matched with like return missionaries who were gay and all this stuff. I went on a couple dates with them. It's totally normal to be gay. People don't realize that. I had my first boyfriend at this point in my life, and I met him on a dating app called, well, it's not even like, it's a hookup app. I didn't even know, okay? You guys are gonna think I'm full of but I literally didn't know what Grindr was. It's a gay hookup app, and I met my first boyfriend on there, okay? And he kind of took advantage of it maybe a little bit because he knows that I was new to the gay community. I didn't know anything. I met him, eventually we broke up, my first heartbreak. That's a whole nother video, okay? And yeah, at this point, my family didn't even know. Some of my friends like at work, I eventually started telling them, and like they helped me out a lot, honestly, with like understanding like my sexuality, all this stuff. And like I remember they were all kind of shocked because they were like, oh my gosh, he's cute. Well, don't mean to brag, but so yeah, my boyfriend, he broke up with me because obviously I'm not that cute. And just kidding, I'm flawless. I went back to Grindr. I was like, hey, it worked once, maybe it could work again, you know? One night I was just like laying in bed, I was about to go to sleep, and I remember I get a text from a random number, and it just said, I screenshotted your Grindr profile and I sent it to your parents, okay? And this, like my heart started pumping. I was like, this is not happening. Like I'm literally gonna be outed by a stranger. And I was like, who is this? And they were like, oh, don't worry about it, faggot, Mormon boy, whatever. They just like were calling me all kinds of terrible names. That really stressed me out. A couple days later, my dad texted me and he's like, there's something I want to talk about. Can we go to dinner? And I was like, okay. And so my dad comes and picks me up from my apartment, and I'm like, shoot. I already know it's gonna go down because I get in the car and his eyes are like red, like he's been crying, and I'm like, so awkward. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? I don't know. We go to dinner at Wendy's because why not? He didn't say anything the whole time. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then as we pull into my apartment, he's all like, I have some questions for you and I want you to help me clarify and like understand or whatever. I was like, yeah, what is it? And he's like, I feel like you're struggling with same gender attraction. I was like, yeah, like I do like guys. And he was like, yeah, we all kind of assume. And I'm like, okay. Then it got really emotional and like we started crying. He was like really sad and he felt like really bad for me and stuff. And like, I'm like, no, like don't even worry about it. Like, I'm fine, like I'm happy with it, you know? Then he started saying that he could find like counselors or like take me to therapy to like change me or like whatever. And he's like, you don't even want to try. And like, for those of you who don't know, like conversion therapy is illegal. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm never gonna change. Like, this is who I am. Like, it really is. And it was funny because I had been posting pictures of like me and my boyfriend at the time. Just like pictures of us, like not even like kissing or anything, just like smiling, whatever. And I remember he would text me and be like, stay away from that gay guy. I'm like, right on, okay. Little do you know he's my boyfriend. Yeah, that was stressful. Eventually I came out, I texted my friend Whitney and I was like, I came out to my dad. And she was like, okay, like do you need anything? And I'm like, no, like it went good. Like he took it all right. I was scared though. I was really scared that he was gonna like freak out on me and I was getting kicked out of my apartment because all my roommates are like Mormon and blah, blah, blah. But that didn't happen and it was honestly amazing. I was so lucky to have the coming out experience that I did. Like I felt loved still. I still felt like accepted and like I know that like not everyone has that. I had plans to move in with a friend and like all this stuff and like it's crazy over literally just like loving a boy. Like who cares? But I know a lot of people are super against it and I understand. People say that marriage should be between man and husband or whatever, or man and husband, yeah, man and a wife. I mean, coming out was like one of the hardest things I've ever done. I mean, I never thought I would do it. And I had all this pressure from like a bunch of people that I had to come out or it's just gonna get worse and like all this stuff. Eventually, I told my sister and she was like, okay, like she didn't really give a shit. And then my family had like a meeting, apparently I wasn't there, and my dad told everyone that I was gay. I know they'll never support it, whatever, which I don't care really if they do or don't, but it still brings like a little bit of weird tension. It's fine. Like a month later, I gotta call my mom now, who lives in Arizona. And so I called my mom. I was like, so I just needed to tell you that I don't know if you've like assumed this or anything, but I just needed to tell you that like I'm gay. And she was like, what? And she literally like went ham and she was like cussing me out, saying like terrible things about gay people, about like gay sex even. She was like going ham and I was like, bro, chill. Obviously it's like when your mom or your parents are yelling at you for literally something that you can't even change and they're so mad at you for it, like it sucks. And like I started crying again and you know, it's cause like, it's like your parents and like you value their opinion so much, right? It was really sad for me and like she was freaking out and she started like calling like my brother and my sister and she was like, what's wrong with Tyson? And like this and this. She's like, he was not always gay. And I was like, oh my gosh, mom. Anyway, that ship has sailed and she has met my boyfriend now and like it's all good. It still kind of freaks her out, but things get much better is what I'm saying. Coming out was like the hardest thing ever, but when you do it, things will get better. But also I think it is important to do it like when you're ready. Like for instance, me, like I was like moved out and like all this stuff. My friends knew, like take it slowly. I literally think I looked up like a Wikipedia, like a wiki how of like how to come out and like yeah, as soon as you come out, it's just like this weight is lifted off of you. But yeah, that is pretty much all my coming out story. And like, since then I have just, I think that is a big part of it. You just have to accept yourself and literally just love yourself and like not care what anyone thinks. People are gonna be hateful no matter what. And people are always gonna try to bring you down or make fun of you. You just have to like learn to like not give a shit. Like I don't even give a shit anymore. I'm like, okay, like people won't accept me, like that's their problem. It's legal, honey. I want you guys to know that like if anybody watching this video video is struggling with coming out, literally, like, you can message me, you can, like, I put my social media in the description, like, you can DM me, Snapchat me, like, I will respond and I'll try to help you. I think it's very important that you are happy in life, and coming out is something that you have to do if you're gay, if you want to be completely happy. At least that's my opinion. Like, coming out was just, it's huge and like it's scary, but it's honestly the best choice. Yeah, I can help people, so message me. I'm like here to talk to, really. Like, anyway, that is my coming out story. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys want more storytime videos, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on my post notifications if you don't want to miss any of my posts. And I will see you homos on the next one. I love you guys.